Hey there YouTube, doing a video of my Murray Select riding lawnmower. 17.5 horsepower, 42-inch cut. I bought this at a Saturday morning yard sale for 120 bucks. Not a bad deal. Wondering why the guy was selling it so cheap. Thought it was strange. Such a nice lawnmower. Got the headlights. 6-speed. So I got it home, cleaned out the carburetor because the carburetor was all gunked up with ethanol, sludge. You know what that turns into when you leave it sit in the carburetor. Cut the grass with it about 5 times. Once it goes started up again and just would not turn over. The engine wouldn't turn. Like it had a lot of built up compression. So what I did was check the oil level. Let's see here. When I went and checked the oil level, it was all the way full. And I smelled it, and it smelled like gasoline. So all the gas from the tank leaked into the motor, flooding the motor, totally filling it up. So the pistons couldn't even move, or the piston, should I say. And what I realized is this solenoid right here, this electric solenoid, was the problem. When you turn the key on, this engages and it lets the fuel run through the carburetor. And when you turn the key back off, sometimes this gets stuck, flooding the engine with fuel. So what I did was went and bought a fuel shutoff valve. And if you have this problem too, and if you have this solenoid especially on your tractor, I'd recommend putting in a inline fuel shutoff valve. That way when you're done with your lawnmower, you turn this off and the fuel has no way at all of flooding back into the engine, whether or not this works. It's kind of like design failure here. I could have just put a bolt in it with a spring in a bowl here, but I'd rather just put the shutoff valve. That way you keep the ethanol from gunking up and building up in the carburetor anyway, especially if you have it sitting over the winter for a long time and you're not using it. What you want to do is shut this off and let the tractor run all the fuel out. That way it's not having any fuel sit in that carburetor bowl. So that's what I did to fix that issue, and now I have a nice tractor to cut the lawn with. You can see it out there. The camera would adjust. 120 bucks at a garage sale, not too bad. It almost looked new when I bought it. I put some miles on it since. And I had this happen 2 times with the engine flooding with the fuel. And then I put the valve on there, and that solved my problem. So if you have a similar problem with too much compression, it's probably fuel in the engine. And if you leave that sit in there and you try to run it, you're gonna burn up the engine. And you're not gonna have a tractor. It happens with the Briggs and Strattons. It happens with the Hondas. Any of them that have this electric solenoid that could get stuck open when you turn a key off. So I recommend highly putting that valve, that shutoff valve, and save your tractor. Thanks for watching my video. Hope you enjoyed it.